Yeah, the Instagram post did the numbers today.
Oh, that's sick.
We got
honestly.
I think it was 8 likes on it.
That's good for us.
That is good
If
for
you're
us.
If you're laughing in the audience, it's your fault because you are not liking our posts.
Exactly. Why aren't you liking our posts? We ask you to every time. Every episode at Momscast.
I don't spend time compiling the Momscast out of content previews for you to not like them.
Amen.
And with that, I'm Victor.
You didn't say you did it wrong.
Shh, just roll with it.
No, we have I want to have one day in the future a YouTube video called Every Episode of Momscast, and with that, welcome to the Mom Said It's My Turn on the Podcast synced. I want that in the future. I want every Momscast episode, but
all right,
Mom Said It's My Turn on the Podcast is synced.
And with that, welcome to Mom Said It's My Turn on the Podcast. I'm Victor.
I'm Brandon.
And, it's been a week. Again.
It's been 2 weeks, actually.
It's been 2 weeks. It's all Brandon's fault, honestly.
I needed a break between Halloweekend and...
We've been on a break, Brandon. We've been on a break.
Yeah. So I needed a week off to enjoy Halloweekend.
It's all because I didn't get to have a Halloweekend. And I think that's stupid.
It is stupid. Victor, explain for our American audience why you didn't get to have a Halloweekend.
Okay, so there's this big mining company from Canada called I'm not even gonna say their name. I'm gonna give them free press, right? And like a bunch of years ago, they made a contract with like Panama that would let them like do open sky mining. Is that what it's called in English?
I have no clue.
It's when you mine and you don't do like mines, but like you just like dig and dig and dig and make
it might be strip mining,
like a crater or
yeah.
whatever.
I know what kind of mining you're talking about though.
Yeah. And so a few a little bit back, it was ruled that contract that they made like 20 years ago was like not like good in the eyes of SCOTUS.
Yeah,
but not SCOTUS because it's Panama,
Yeah, so
SCP,
Supreme Court of Panama, SCOP.
Yeah, so by SCOP, and so nobody wanted them to renew the contract. So Congress, guess what Congress does? Except for 5 congressmen.
What?
Out of 81.
Do they accept the contract again?
They draft a new contract and accept it.
Excellent. And
guess what happens? Whole country goes down in flames because everyone's been saying we don't want this shit. So everyone just takes to the streets. Like you know how the U.S. has the Waffle House Index?
Yes. For those who don't know, the Waffle House Index is Waffle Houses are open 24 hours. So in times of crisis, you'll know it's a severe crisis when the Waffle Houses begin closing.
Yeah. You know how we know like shit was bad and everybody was pissed off? You know who went on strike?
The Waffle House workers.
No. The doctors. Not the nurses. Doctors.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Granted, they only went on strike for 2 days, but they just kind of wanted to make a point.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
They're doctors, they're gonna like, they don't want to kill people, but still. The doctors went on strike. That's how bad it was. Everybody, like, still, I think there's still protests today. But like now the protests, like they organize themselves, and instead of it being like all day protesting every day, like, you know what? For the rest of the month, every day at 4, we're just gonna start here and just march down to Congress. Every day at 4:00.
Yeah,
and they're still doing it.
That could never happen in the United States because people have been, you are not immune to propaganda. Ultimately. And so Americans subconsciously believe that protesting is bad. Also, if you protest in America, you will be shot and potentially killed by police. So there's also that.
Here in Panama, we do have a constitutional right to protest.
Oh, you have it in the United States too, but the police have an unspoken agreement that they can kill you in a protest and say it was an accident.
No, because we have a constitutional right to protest, it's unconstitutional for the police to use lethal force against organized protests.
Fuck 12.
So they will use like what's that? It's not pepper spray, but it's the other gas that makes you feel like you're choking.
Tear gas?
Tear gas. They will use tear gas grenades and like potato guns, like the ones from Mall Cop.
Yeah, dude, the potato guns can kill you, though.
Yeah, but still, they would use that stuff.
Well, have you ever seen... I think you watched Jackass 2 with me, with the riot control test?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck
Yeah.
that. Like, the fact that they have that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Anyways, point being, no one did anything for Halloweekend because everyone was protesting, right? So, first of all, I originally was going to be Johnny Cage from the new Mortal Kombat for Halloween. Because I think Johnny Cage is like just like me for real, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's one of those guys, just like me for real. And like I was missing like the baseball like shirt that Johnny Cage wears, and I was gonna buy some like pants, like athletic pants, because like I needed some anyways, and I already had the sunglasses, but then everything's closed down. My car's not working because people are protesting and streets are closed. The mechanic hasn't been able to come to my house. If you want to know why my car's not broken,
check out Momscast 26. Momscast has car problems.
Check out Momscast 26. So I can't do anything. So what I do, I have black Dickies and a white shirt, and I just had my mom buy me a simple blue apron, and I was gonna be Carmen Versado from The Bear.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Exactly. Right. And I paid like what, $5-10 for the apron, and I didn't get to use it.
That's tough. That is unfortunate.
Like me and my friends, also classes, it's all online now because the teachers are actually like, they won't go back to normal school, and they will do short classes. At least in like school in university, they're just doing online.
Is this
but
for
like,
protest or from COVID leftovers?
No, this is from protest.
Okay.
The teachers in like school, middle school and high school, they're like, we reserve the right to go to the protest, so we're not gonna do a full day's school, so we're just gonna do some classes in the morning.
Damn.
And we'll see what happens, right? And then university is also online. So me and my friends had decided, oh yeah, because we had classes on Halloween because we don't get it off.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, we're just gonna go dressed up as like some Halloween costumes, right? And like we were gonna go. I had a friend that was gonna. We were all gonna go dressed up, and we didn't get to do it because fucking Halloween, bro.
That's
fucking
tough.
protests.
That's tough.
So no, I didn't even get to eat any candy.
I mean, I feel like that is more of a on you issue. No one is preventing you from buying candy.
No, because we have supply chain issues.
Oh,
because
okay.
the streets are closed.
Oh, that's tough.
I know, right? And then you are all out on Halloweekend being stupid and
being
not
drunk.
getting shit faced. You will never get as shit faced as I did on bars like here. Actually, you've gotten more shit faced. That's a lie.
I disagree because I didn't puke in their bathroom.
Where else was I supposed to puke?
I mean, you didn't even puke like in the toilet. You puked on the bathroom.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So last year, Victor and I
don't remember. I don't remember any of this. Do you want to hear how bad it is?
I think we're gonna tell the story.
No. Before you go, that all I remember is I go into the door frame of his bathroom, and when I open the door and walk in, my dorm room, door frame.
Yeah. So what happened is last year, Victor and I went to a Halloween party at our friend's, and we were Breaking Bad. I was Walter White. Victor was Jesse. We had made hard candy the night before and smashed it up to look like meth. And so we get to the party. We're there for a while. We get trashed.
I get absolutely shit.
We get plastered.
Granted,
and
I personally, Brandon gets like
scale
drunk.
of 1 to 10. I'm at like a 7 or an 8.
I am at my full 10 because here's the thing. Brandon generally goes harder than I do, but when I go hard, it's hard. You know what I mean?
Victor went the equivalent of Super Saiyan 3 drunk.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting
Yeah.
here, I'm at like a solid Super Saiyan 2, and Victor's like, and this is to go even further beyond. And then he puked in the bathroom. He didn't puke in the bathroom because so we left. I saw Victor go into the bathroom, and I assumed he was taking a shit. And so I call our ride. Victor comes out of the bathroom, and I have to walk Victor to the car. Like one arm over my shoulders, and walk him to the car. And we get him in. And then me and it was Nat driving us back. And me and Nat had to walk him in like a football player who just tore his Achilles getting helped off the field. And so we get him in, and then I get a text the next day. Well, I send a thanks for having us over text to the people who hosted, because that's just how I am. And fucking they go, yeah, glad you had fun. Victor, if we do things in the future, Victor can't come back. And I was like, what happened?
That's hilarious.
I was like, what happened? And the text I get is exactly, and I quote, he puked on our bathroom. And I'm like, okay, like, so what happened? And then I get further clarification. He hit the walls and the floor next to the toilet, not the actual toilet. And so the full aftermath of this was, and I'll probably cut this part out. Actually, no, I won't. Was that is the one who cleaned your puke out of the bathroom. Which I thought was really funny. I thought that was funny. Really funny.
No, you know how I know it wasn't that bad?
How?
Because those people would still refer us as their party friends. So it
Which,
couldn't be
again,
that
the
bad.
bar is on the floor for that, man.
Yeah. Which could have been that bad, because they're like, oh no, this is the people we like talk to and we want to like throw a party and stuff. And it's like,
yeah.
It's like whatever.
Well, dude, it snowed on Halloweekend here, so I went out Friday but not Saturday this year.
What did you go as?
Me and Kiri did Han Solo and Princess Leia, but I was Princess Leia because I have long hair.
Oh, look. Specifically this year, Star Wars costumes were so absolutely played out.
I didn't see any Star Wars costumes. I saw a shit ton of Barbies and Kens.
I know 5 other couples that went out as like Star Wars couples.
Huh. Because I saw Lola and Bugs from Space Jam. I saw that one.
Classic.
There was an Avatar one.
Like
Jake Sully and Natiri.
I know. You were like,
but I was like, oh, that's cool, because it was identifiable as Avatar. I was like, oh, cool. And
yeah.
Dude, so many Barbies and Kens. Every white girl and their golden retriever boyfriend did fucking Barbie and Ken, either the cowboys or like the highlighter suits.
Honestly, it's so hard doing, like, I realize it's so hard to convince Nat to do a couple's costume because we just don't like the same media as much. So it's like, dude, why aren't you Jane from Breaking Bad? It's like, I haven't watched Breaking Bad. And I'm like, that's not the point.
Why are you not trying to get her to do Nami, and you could do fucking Luffy, you know? Or would you have Nat go as Robin? Because Robin was closer in skin tone before they whitewashed her post time skip.
That's a good question. Maybe Robin. It's kind of fun. I don't know. Because I like doing. I didn't want to be Luffy last year or this year. I don't know. It's not. I don't want to be an anime character for Halloween. I think it's dumb.
You could probably play it off as being like, oh, I liked Netflix One Piece. You could probably play that off.
No, because there's a fine line between a Halloween costume and a cosplay. And I don't want to get anywhere near that line.
I don't know. Do you know what I did on Saturday instead of going out?
What?
I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'm gonna put a blaring siren noise here. Brandon being pretentious alert. I thought it was dog shit.
It was not like an Oscar movie, but it was a good movie.
No, it wasn't even a good movie, bro.
It's a great drinking game. It's a great drinking game movie. Like you play this drinking game where anytime Markiplier will go, oh! or MatPat will say something stupid, you take a drink.
Yeah, there's no bits like that. It's not a
Yes,
scary
they
movie.
Yes, they are. No, yes, there is. It's not scary, but it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
There's a single jump scare. Your idea of a drinking game would be shotgunning a beer 30 minutes into the movie.
There's a few jump scares, bro. There's like 3 Balloon Boy jump scares.
Those don't count. It's
Just
fucking
because-
Balloon Boy.
Just because it's Balloon Boy doesn't mean it doesn't count.
But I thought it was a bad movie. It was 2 hours, which I thought was an hour and 40 minutes too long. I think there was a good 20 minutes Five Nights at Freddy's short film in there somewhere.
I do think it went on a little bit too long in some parts. I am gonna say that, but like overall, it's just like it's a good enough movie. Like, would I watch it again? Maybe when the sequel comes out.
I don't know. I had 3 compliments to give the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I thought the animatronics looked phenomenal. They were made by the people. They were made by the Henson people, and you know they're the people who make the Muppets and stuff. And they looked great. They looked so good. The second one was that MatPat was there. We were wrong with our guess of the MatPat cameo in Momscast 26. Momscast has car problems, but we did guess that he was in there. And he did say, but that's just a theory. It's just a theory.
Actually, so I did see that apparently, and I hope they this is the only reason when I'm gonna buy
they didn't film
the
it.
DVD.
He was too busy.
No. I know. It's not that. Okay.
For those who don't know what I'm referring to, Markiplier was supposed to be the security guard who gets killed in the opening sequence of the movie.
He was busy with Iron Lung or whatever the fuck that is. Anyways, MatPat. So you can watch the MatPat video on his channel about like filming the movie that he finally got to release because
Yeah, it's past the spoiler period or whatever.
And so basically there's a take where when he says that it's just a theory line.
He did the voice.
He does the voice.
Oh, I want that.
Fuck. So Scott was there that day, and Scott told the director of MatPat, like, I want a take where you do the voice.
That's just a theory.
It's just a theory. And then that's the only reason why I'm gonna buy the DVD.
I hope it ends up on YouTube at the very least. Yeah. I need that, dude.
And then also, if you didn't notice, MatPat's by request of Scott Cawthon, MatPat's character in his name tag, his name is Sans.
No, his name is Ness. His name is
Ness. His name is Ness. If you don't know what that is, it's in relation to MatPat's Ness is Sans video, which is like one of MatPat's absolute like worst takes ever.
Oh, absolutely. It's on par with giving the Pope Undertale, in my opinion. It is on par with giving the Pope Undertale.
Do you want me to tell you the truth?
Sure.
I personally don't think it was that bad of a take.
I think it's a harmless take, and people took it way too seriously.
Yeah. Like Undertale clearly inspired by Earthbound and Mother. And
absolutely, yeah.
It would not make sense. It doesn't not make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also one of those things where it's like, who cares? If you're mad about it, why? Ask yourself why.
What you need to understand is that this theory came out at Undertale's like Tumblr peak.
Yeah, that's true.
So like the people that were like, oh my god, Undertale content saw that and they were like, there's no way Sans is Ness. Kill yourself.
Have you ever seen the picture where it's Steven Universe is Ness? Because it's Steven Universe gets cancer, loses all his hair, puts on a blue hoodie and slippers and gym shorts, and then the next picture he's Sans. It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
You know what else is so stupid?
What?
Lin Manuel Miranda.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Momscast Shits on Lin Manuel Miranda Part 2.
Did you listen to it?
I listened to the snippet on TikTok, and I was like, I hate Lin Manuel Miranda. Disney. I thought Moana was okay.
Moana was good.
Actually, I'm not going to lie. I liked Moana. I saw Moana in theaters when I was a freshman in high school, and I walked out of there going, that was a good movie. I think Moana has solid songs. I think the one that's her like main song, the I think that one sucks. I think that's a lame song. But the opening song with like the island people, that one fucks. I like that one. And I like the Rock's song. I like You're Welcome.
Do you like Shiny?
No, not really. I think it's overhyped.
It's a goofy song. That's why I like it.
That's fair. I just like...
'Cause I'm shiny. That's it. Like, you put Shiny in karaoke and you just go ham. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. There is such like a steep drop off though. And people have been pointing this out on TikTok. And I sent Victor one where it's like you go from like peak villain song and peak like Disney music with like Hunchback of Notre Dame or Notre Dame. Let's get it right here. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Go Irish.
Fight in Irish, yeah. But so like you go from that and you go with like Hellfire, and Hellfire's peak. That is like peak Disney villain song aside from like Be Prepared in The Lion King. Actually, any of those Renaissance songs are good, you know?
I'll tell you this. Okay, there's places where like the Lin Manuel Miranda composition works, and places where it doesn't. Encanto, for example, it works. Right?
Oh yeah, no, like because that's We Don't Talk About Bruno. That's like the best Disney song that's come out this century. I would honestly say.
Tangled had some bangers.
I disagree. I never liked the music in Tangled that much. I didn't like the songs that much.
Not the songs, but like the more orchestral music composition.
Oh, I'm talking about the songs with lyrics.
Oh, the song was yeah. I
think We Don't Talk About Bruno is the best one that they've had in like legitimately 23 years.
A while.
Or 21 years, I think is when Encanto came out.
I would have to revisit like some of the older stuff that
actually
came out,
that's a lie because Princess and the Frog exists.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say.
But it's the best one at least in the last 10 years.
I'll tell you what, it's the best one from the TDH.
What is the TDH?
3DH.
Oh, 3DH.
3D,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other. I don't think Moana. Yeah, it's better than all the songs of Moana. I'm trying to think of the other 3D ones with music in them.
The two other forgettable
Frozen.
princesses.
Frozen. I think it's
Zootopia.
better.
You know what? Zootopia. The only reason Zootopia is up there, it's because it gets like carried by Shakira.
I wouldn't even. That's cheating though. Zootopia is not a musical.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
Zootopia is not. But like, and then it's like Frozen and Frozen 2. Frozen 2. Zero memorable songs. I like the Weezer cover of Lost in the Woods, but that's because I am addicted to Weezer. Like Lost in the Woods in the movie kind of sucks shit.
And then there's there's like Let It Go, Let It Go.
Frozen,
banger.
Love is an Open Door is
Banger.
I think
Love
the best song
Door.
in Frozen.
Love
is an Open Door or First Time
Yeah.
in Forever. I think those are the two best songs in Frozen.
You would put First Time and Forever before Let It Go?
I absolutely would. I do not like Let It Go that much. I think it's partly because it's overplayed as fuck. Partly, I think, or actually, my favorite piece of music in Frozen is the opening music, like not the ice cutting song, the song that plays in the opening bit. The
yeah, but we're not We said we're
phenomenal.
not counting that. We said they're not counting that, so you can't.
Okay, fine. I would still put "Love's an Open Door" and "First Time in Forever" over "Let It Go."
Anyways, so like I don't know what's with the song, right? With this like villain song. This is the thanks I get from Chris Pine. I think it might be Chris Pine.
I don't know, because Chris Pine can play a villain. Chris Pine can play a villain, absolutely. He plays the villain in Don't Worry, Darling, and he is the star of that movie.
Yeah, but he can't really. He doesn't have a Disney villain song voice.
I agree with that take. Legitimately, they need to stop. They need to just get back to hiring people with like Broadway backgrounds to do musical numbers. Like legitimately, fucking. Because I'm thinking like Disney Renaissance. I'm trying to think. A lot of those guys.
You know what
are
they
Broadway
need?
singers.
You know what they need? They need to fire Lin Manuel Miranda and get someone like Phil Collins.
They already did Phil Collins with Tarzan, dude.
Someone like Phil Collins and Lion King, like Phil Collins.
Phil Collins didn't do Lion King. Elton John helped with Lion King.
Someone helped write the other songs in Lion King. I'm pretty sure Phil Collins was involved too.
I don't think he was.
Let me look it up. Jamie, look that up.
Phil Collins can't even like walk Or I think he can walk still. He can't drum anymore though.
No. I was getting it mixed up. It was Brother Bear.
Yeah, that's the one because that was the
great fucking music. Yeah, great fucking music in Brother Bear, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking
I agree. Absolutely. I'm trying to think of the other stuff. The like Lion King, excellent songs. I think every song in Lion King is a banger. Lion King has 0 misses, bro.
I don't know. I think Disney should just stop being so Disney. Like they should go back to being Disney.
I think there is like the only reason Disney is still relevant because I think they're making bad movies and people are watching them less, you know? People are finally starting to watch them less. It's cuz they have like a reputation and they will always make money from parents going, "This is a Disney movie. I know for sure I can take my kid to it." You know?
Yeah. They should revisit concepts that kind of flopped back in the day but would do great now.
Like what? Like Treasure Planet?
You read my mind. Black Cauldron or Treasure Planet?
I was on that shit. I was on that shit, dude.
I know. This is why this is why you two are friends. You know, I think they should do that. They should
make
do that.
A live I hate Disney live actions. Make a live action Treasure Planet.
It would go full circle though. It would go full because like it's the book, that's the live action, that's the animated movie. We'll go back to the live action, so now you just gotta make a book again.
Yeah. We're circling back. But, like, I'm trying to think of some stuff. Because it's like you have other animation studios making stuff. Like, Sony's doing Spider-Verse. That's incredible. DreamWorks just did Puss in Boots. And they did, what's it called? Is it called The Bad Guys? Was that the furry heist movie?
Yeah. I did watch that one. My hot take is, and my redundant take, pedantic take, is that they should bring 2D back, but they're not going to do it.
No, because The Princess and the Frog flopped.
Yeah, but...
And then they were like, well, see, people don't want this. And now it's like a cult classic.
And then you have, not to be sugoi desioné, but the only reason anime movies are not winning Oscars is because they're Japanese.
I agree. This is talked to death by people who are much smarter and well-informed than we are. There is an incredible amount of ignorance towards foreign movies in the Oscars.
There's already ignorance against animated movies, and there's just even more ignorance against foreign movies.
Well, animated movies should be able to get Best Picture, or into some things. Like animated movies should be able to be nominated for Best Picture
for every single category. Animated movies, like not every single, because like maybe not VFX. Actually, maybe VFX. VFX are animation. Some of them
One
are
Piece
animation.
Film Red for Best Movie for Best Picture.
All I'm saying is that
Victor,
movies,
we saw One Piece Film Red a year ago today.
No fucking way.
Yeah, we saw One Piece Film Red 1 year ago today. It came up on my B-roll memories.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy.
That means One Piece. Momscast Finds the One Piece came out almost a year ago today.
Well, yeah, Momscast is like what, a year old, 2 years old?
Yeah,
1 year old.
A year old.
It's 1 year old. Yeah.
At least this era of Momscast is.
Yeah, this era of Momscast. Dude, all I'm saying to close out the movie stuff is.
Oh, I had one more point that we could close out.
Oh, make one more point.
I think kids' movies have gone incredibly downhill in the last 13 years.
It's been a trend though. Not gonna lie, it's been a trend.
Well, there's always a trend, and we're trending towards movies being good again, because there's always a cycle, and it's like everybody's favorite Marvel hater, like first ballot Hall of Fame hater, Martin Scorsese. I think this was a Tarantino take. It was movies in the 50s and 60s sucked, so then the 70s had good movies. Movies in the 80s sucked, so the 90s had good movies.
That's a hot take. 80s movies suck?
I forget, I might be wrong on the dates on it, but like Tarantino's like, when movies are bad for like 10 to 20 years, it inspires the new filmmakers to make not garbage slop.
I think it has to be the 70s movies were bad, because like 80s movies were...
It might have been 60s and 70s. No. I know what it was. I know what he said now. It was 60s and 70s movies were bad. 80s and 90s movies were good.
Yeah.
2000s and 2010s movies are bad. So 2020s and 2030s should be producing good movies.
So we're about to eat good, guys. We're about to
we've eaten good. We've eaten good.
Yeah.
We got a new
Avengers
Martin Scorsese
Endgame
movie. Dude, get the fuck out of here with Avengers Endgame. Dude, the guy who directed that, Martin Scorsese's dog, is named Oscar. And it's not named Oscar because of the Oscars. And the guy who directed Avengers Endgame was like, wow, Martin, that seems really egotistical. That would be like if I named my dog Box Office. And I was like, dude, this is such a bad take. Because it's like, you directed the most crap shit superhero movie ever. You know?
Honestly, the worst part is, and I don't want to get into that, but Avengers Endgame is bad on so many levels. But the worst offense of Avengers Endgame is invalidating the character development of so many characters.
Yes, I agree. I also think Avengers Endgame should not be looked at as a movie, but as a cultural phenomenon.
All I'm saying
it was a cultural event.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that you watch Thor Ragnarok and see Thor realize that he doesn't need the hammer.
And then he needs to go get a new hammer.
And then he needs to go get a new hammer in the next movie.
But yeah, so it's like we're trending towards good movies again, and like we're eating good recently. We're getting Tarantino's last movie in a couple years. We got the Spider-Verse movies; those have been phenomenal. I'm trying to think of some other good ass movies I've seen. Avatar 2, James Cameron's cooking. He's got Avatar 3, 4, and 5 in the books. Like he's cooking. Let this man cook. I love Avatar.
This is my funny thing ever, because if you know Momscast lore, you know that Brandon was
I'm a born again Avatar fan.
Avatar hater, because he was like, nobody remembers that movie. Like, what's even the point of that movie? Arf. And now he's like, I love Avatar.
Well, I don't know if I ever explained I don't know if I explained what happened, but I will after this mid-roll. So, Lin, thanks for bringing us the script for your draft of our new biopic, Momscast, available on Spotify and other podcast platforms. Me and my associate here, we just had a couple questions about some choices you decided to make in the script.
Yeah, Lin, like, we didn't talk anything about this, like, being a musical. We mainly hired you for like the OST because we wanted, that from Victor's background, since like, a little bit of that like Hispanic spice, you know what I mean? And we know like you're very recommended for that. But is this supposed to be a rap scene? Like, this is when Victor and Brandon finally land a media deal with CSU, and they get to do carpool karaoke style interview with like Cam the Ram, like the guy just Cam the Ram. And this is when they tragically get into the accident that kills the guy dressed up as Cam the Ram. And you've decided to put a rapper there. Let me see if this is what you're going for. How do the Momscast boys and Cam the Ram get in this situation without the podcast? You gotta follow Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Momscast.
Yeah, and so, like, again, just let me, like, flip to the next page here, Lin. On page 175, like, again, we're just a little confused. After, like, this is the end of the movie. They're preparing to open Momscast City, and you decide to have the ending line of the movie be rate the podcast 5 stars on Spotify and answer our episode poll. Lin, I just don't, I don't think this matches our vision as the directors of this movie.
Okay, also, Lin, like, one last thing. Like, I know this is your thing, and you do this in every movie you ever work with, but you're not getting written into the script and getting your own little musical number. Like, we're not doing that. Like, this is about us, not about you, Lin. Like, come on.
Thank you, Lin, but I think we're going to take the project in a new creative direction.
Wow. What an asshole.
Do you remember what we were talking about before the mid-roll?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Shit.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. Me and Brandon forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah. I know we were talking about. Let's try to backtrack here. Let's try to work backward. So, we couldn't figure out a mid-roll. We pitched a football one. That's on the back burner. We said beep. We were talking about kids' movies. We were on to Phil Collins.
No, that's way back. That's too
far back. Shit.
We gotta move forward. We gotta move. You know what, guys? Just for the YouTube watchers, can you just comment down below what we were talking about before the mid-roll? Like, whoever comments first gets their comment pinned.
You'll get a little heart on it too.
Yeah. Did you watch the new Amp Lemon video?
I did, actually. I love
Me too.
Amp Lemon videos.
Shout out Amp Lemon, who has a way bigger platform than we do. But you know,
Amen.
shout out to Amp Lemon.
Game recognized game. You know, game recognized game.
Game recognized game. What I want to know, like, I love watching Amp Lemon videos, and I think this was an absolute masterclass on the kind of content I would like to do, but I'm too lazy to make.
I feel like I could have done videos like that. I rewatched some of my old YouTube videos that I privated just because I was like, it's weird that people are still watching these, so I just privated them. And I was like, damn, I was pretty fucking good at making videos.
And okay, so if you haven't seen it, I recommend that you pause this
And
Go
watch
watch
the Momscast Christmas special.
Go pause this. Go watch the Momscast Christmas special. Every time the gingerbread house crumbles, you gotta pause it and start the Momscast Bloodfist Quiz videos. Then every time we answer one of the questions, watch the Amp Lemon video. And when you're done doing all of that, restart this podcast. And
Well, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube before you close out of YouTube.
Yeah,
We never plugged the YouTube.
We always plug the YouTube.
We didn't in the last mid-roll.
Doesn't matter.
It's fine. If we miss it one time, who cares?
Yeah. And then to come back here, and this is back to conversation. So it's about it's 72, right? 72 Dolphins.
Yes.
Or their record. It's more about the record than the team.
It's more about the legacy of the record.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, the 72 Dolphins, they are in the Super Bowl era, the only undefeated team in the history of the NFL.
In the Super Bowl era.
Which is absolutely crazy. It's only 19 games, right? It's only 20 games.
No, it used to be the Dolphins went, I think, 14
Right now. Right now,
the regular season is 17 games.
Yeah, the regular season is 17 games plus like 2 playoff games. 3 playoff games.
Correct.
Plus 3 playoff games. So,
well, if you're undefeated to that point, you will advance to the divisional round, and then if you win that, you go to the championship game, and then if you win that, you go to the Super Bowl.
3 playoff games. So 20 games. It's just 20 games.
Yep.
The Dolphins went, if I'm not mistaken, 16-0.
I believe so.
Because like they had less games in the regular season. Okay, and it's so the analysis he makes out of like he builds a character. This character being the ghost of the record. Yeah. And it's great storytelling. It's a masterclass in storytelling.
It was a very good video. I did enjoy that one. I didn't like his last one as much. The Pandora's Box one, though.
No, I didn't like that one either.
I didn't like that. I liked the Art of the Choke. That's probably my favorite video by him.
My favorite one is the one about Dale Earnhardt.
Actually, my favorite one of those types of videos is about the Art of the Choke. My favorite older Amp Lemon video is There Will Never Be an Episode Like Homer's Enemy. Or it's something about it's about the Simpsons episode Homer's Enemy.
Yeah.
And how it was the Simpsons finally like catching up with itself and starting to go downhill.
There's some NASCAR ones that are cool. There's the Mac Tonight video. It's also really good. Do you watch a Mac Tonight video?
I did watch that one.
It's I'm checking. There will never it's the one about Dale Earnhardt. Yeah. It's so funny. And then the funniest part is that if you go back, like Amp Lemon's content is just like so different.
Yeah.
So different. There's 5 years ago how Donald Trump used memes to become president.
I remember watching that video when I was an edgy little shit in high school, like early high school. Like eighth grade going into 9th grade when I hadn't developed like self-awareness.
It's funny. It's a funny thing to exist. Because now his videos are all thoughtful and stuff. It's called character development, guys. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, but I wish I kind of want to get back on the video grind, and I think I might reveal the topic of what the video would be. It would be ranking every building on CSU main campus.
Can I be on that one? I want to be on that one. I want to do that, bro. That sounds
Dude,
so fun.
I don't know what, like, I don't know how you'd be in that, you know? Like, it's just me going into the building. I'd have, like, Logan or Adam help me film it, and I would just go in, give my thoughts about it quick, move on to the next one.
I think that'd be a fun video. I would have my opinions, and I would berate you if your opinions don't align with mine.
I would do it with like over break when nobody's here, and I could just go into the buildings and be a shitter.
Clark is so disgusting.
It flooded, dude.
I know, I saw.
Somebody just like slammed the door really loud. Somebody big mad. Well, it's about that time. It's about that time of year where the freshman girls start breaking up with their boyfriends.
Yeah.
Like their first
after
college
Halloweekend?
boyfriends.
After
yeah,
Halloweekend?
with their first college boyfriends. Yeah. Well, it's like you look on Barstool, you see the girl you've been talking to at a party getting in the frat, you know, like,
you know, you won't see her getting on the Barstool. If anything, you'll receive snap from her phone. But you know,
you get hit with the "she busy now, little bro." I actually have a story I could leave in. So Victor and I have been talking about something that he can't say on the podcast because it's very sensitive info involving international relations with North Korea.
Yeah.
But my ex, I hung out with my ex the summer after I broke up with her because I went back home, and she would get texts from guys that she didn't want to text back, and so she would just real quick tilt the phone down and take a picture of me quick, and then the guys would fuck off.
I just think that the "she's busy little bro" text, it's just, if you're on the receiving end, absolutely soul crushing.
You're on suicide watch. Yeah, you're on suicide watch, dude.
If you're if you're the guy that sends it, it's gotta be one of the best experiences.
That's gotta be such a powerful feeling. It must be so good.
Okay, but like it's one thing to do a "she's busy little bro" to a random guy that's texting a girl, but then a "she's busy little bro" to someone that's called Bay, that's saved as Bay on the phone. That's
Hold on, I gotta tell people to fuck off outside.
Oh fuck. Brandon has like 25 kids. He's what we call an RA, and he has to take care every year of these little freshman people that, you know, they just got out of high school, and it's that first time they are spending like for real time away from their parents. And yeah, he just has to tell them to shut up from time to time. The funniest part is that they are freshmen, and freshmen have no rights until they become sophomores.
Did you just finish did you finish your thought?
No. I was talking about how you have like 25 kids.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, if like being like you sending that "she's busy little bro" to someone saved as Bay on the phone, that's not only like that's not like one of the best feelings ever. That's some diabolical type stuff. Like that
must be such like a power trip.
That's some demon timing you are right there. Like
legitimately.
I think that's something you tell the boys like afterwards. Like, dude, I was like on this girl, right, and her boyfriend texted her.
Yeah.
And I've heard there's like Reddit posts about there was no "I'm sorry little bro, she's busy" snap. There was "she's busy little bro" FaceTime.
That's terrible.
So yeah, like guys, don't worry about it. You're gonna find another one. To all the fallen freshmen on Halloweekend, it'll get better.
We salute you. We raise a glass.
We toast to you.
Well, it's like you'll join Victor in solidarity. You know, your girl goes out for Halloweekend. That's like it's like a 9/11, bro. That's your 9/11.
That was my 9/11. It was fun.
You had a 9/11 every week, dude.
I did. Now I bring it up to her, and she's like, "I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "Fuck up," and that's how she buys me Magic the Gathering booster packs.
Oh god.
You're like, Victor, how have you managed to acquire such a big Magic the Gathering collection in such a short time? I'm like, I just go to my girlfriend like, "Hey, remember that one time I told you not to go out and you went out anyways? Like, you don't talk to any of those people anymore." And
We're gonna get a bunch of. Oh, you guys are like Victor, so like controlling. Like, nah, I can confirm this. I third wheeled Victor. I third wheeled Nat more than Nat third wheeled me. Like when Victor was here.
yeah. It's
like
so
like
funny.
all three of us would go out, and it would be a me and Victor hangout sesh, and Nat was there.
Yeah.
Or it's
Yeah.
like in my room. That's what it would be too.
The thing with Nat, I love her to death. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, you don't like that's at this point it's a girlfriend of what, 2 years? Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. And so Nat is like a funny enough person when she's around people that she knows. Because it took her a while to warm up to Brandon.
This is true.
You know, you only started getting like crack at Nat like at the end.
Dude, why are all of the people we're friends with have autism?
Because you see, ADHD people with ADHD attract other people with ADHD and autism.
Yeah.
It's like how gay people attract other gay people. Are you gonna tell me I'm wrong? Are you gonna tell me I'm wrong?
I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. Yeah, we're coming up on a year ago of us watching Dragon Ball Super, and I'm gonna bleep out names. Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, when that one guy I worked with called me and was like, "Brandon, can I use your pen? Mine died." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And I had been given a medical cart by my friend because we had med cards in Pennsylvania. A very, very potent cart that is supposed to be used for people with medical conditions. And I tell this guy when he comes in, I'm like, "Hey dude, just so you know, this is medical grade. It's going to knock you on your ass."
And he proceeds to go to Blinker City.
He goes to Blinker City twice, which like rude, like fucking rude, man. And then we go up to see him later because I forget why, but we went up there. We were like, "How you doing, buddy?" He's like,
There was no one there. Like the lights were on.
like
and there was no one
legitimately,
there.
the lights were off, bro. The lights were off, and like, I was just like, "Dude, I fucking told you." We would take one puff of that pen and be good for like an hour.
You would. Anyways, dude, I think it's really funny. It's really funny. Honestly, I'm just on the path for new adventures, and I've decided that my adventure, which I'm gonna start training for, is that I'm gonna hike up Panama's tallest mountain. Right, where like it gets like cold.
Yeah,
It gets like it's like so high. It's not like high like United States high. It's a volcano, but it's high enough that at night it goes to like near freezing or sometimes like freezing temperatures.
Yeah,
which is like a weird thing to have in Panama. But the view is supposed to be amazing, and I'm just gonna climb that, and you gotta bleep this out, Brandon. Cause I'm taking a J, a beer.
Yeah.
I'm taking a beer and then a yerba mate, but not like the ones that come in cans, like the actual ones, the actual tea ones. And I'm just gonna sit right there on the cusp of that fucking volcano, and I'm gonna look at the world, and I'm gonna say, Volcán Barú.
Oh, you got that, bro. That's a day hike.
It is a day hike, but still, it's just beautiful.
I think it's weird that you were gonna, I think it was weird you had me bleep out that you were gonna take a piss off of the tallest point in Panama. Like, I don't think that I needed a censor.
I don't want to get arrested for public urination, Brandon. Come on.
I don't know.
Come on, Brandon.
What for our listeners who aren't intricately familiar with Panama? What's the volcano's name?
Volcán Barú, or Barú volcano.
So it's 3,474 meters, which is 9,000 feet, give or take a bit less. Actually a bit more. So that's pretty tall. It's not a 14er, but also with it's about as tall as a 14er. Because it's 9,000 feet of elevation. Colorado's already at a mile up.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's alright. It's supposed to be a day hike, but apparently it's recommended that they recommend that you do 2 days.
Yeah.
And I was saying that I was talking to my friends and I was saying we should stay at the cusp for like a little bit more than a day, just sleep in the cusp. Some people don't like it, but I think it's an experience that you should have, and I think that's my next adventure. That's my next adventure. That'd
be pretty epic,
dude.
Victor, we've been recording for 1 hour and 1 minute. Can we wrap this episode up soon? Yeah, this has been a good one.
I
think we're back. I think we're back. I think this has been the best one of the new Momscast era.
It was. Adam Sandler, what are you doing here?
Waiting for them to play Gangnam Style.